In this video, I'm sharing my easy way to make a Thanksgiving turkey using fresh herbs from my garden. This recipe always receives lots of compliments, and it's been a tradition for our family to make for many years. Thanks to a secret ingredient, no one will ever call this turkey too dry or lacking in flavor. It's the perfect centerpiece to an amazing Thanksgiving meal. Let me show you exactly what I do. The first step that makes a huge difference is using fresh herbs. I'm growing lots of herbs in my garden, and if I didn't have these on hand, I would pick them up from our local market. I've noticed that fresh herbs enhance the turkey's flavor much more so than standard dried herbs. This is my rosemary. I keep it really pruned back because it has a tendency to grow quickly, and it will get out of control if you let it. I'm going to harvest quite a few sprigs of rosemary for my recipe. The next herb I'll be harvesting is thyme. Thyme adds such a wonderful woodsy and smoky flavor to the turkey. When thyme is roasted, the scent reminds me of cooking food over a campfire. It has that natural smell that is so nostalgic to me. If you've never used fresh thyme to season meat, I highly recommend you give it a try. Now that I have my thyme, the last herb I'm harvesting from my garden is sage. Sage has so many great uses, and one of my favorite things to make is sage blossom vinegar. If you're interested in how to make a vibrant pink vinegar using sage blossoms, you can watch my video that's linked in the top right of the screen here, and I'll also put the link in the description box. In terms of flavor for my turkey, sage adds an earthy, slightly peppery taste to the turkey, and it complements the other herbs well. I know I'll harvest more sage soon for other recipes. Now that I have harvested my herbs, I'm moving on to the other ingredients. First, I'm sharing my secret ingredient that makes all the difference, and that is sliced apples. Sliced apples add a subtle sweet flavor, and they help to keep the turkey moist. It's something you wouldn't necessarily think to add, but once you do, you'll never go back. Next, I'm adding a few cloves of garlic. The garlic smells amazing when you roast the turkey, and it helps amp up the flavor of the meat. Personally, I love lots of garlic. I'm also adding some yellow onion as another flavor boost. I want to mention that you can use the apple and onion cores on the inside of the turkey cavity, so don't throw those away. Of course, a delicious recipe is almost always elevated with butter. I'm slicing up a generous amount, about 2 sticks of butter, that will be strategically placed around the turkey, and I'll show you that in a minute. If you're dairy-free or prefer olive oil, you can use that instead. And finally, I have my freshly harvested garden herbs, sage, thyme, and rosemary. Now that I have all of my turkey flavor enhancers, it's time to get this bird prepped. Personally, I prefer to get a brined turkey that is between about 12 to 16 pounds. I find that's the right size for our family since we also have lots of other side dishes with our Thanksgiving dinner. I tend to cook the turkey in a large foil pan. The turkeys I pick always fit nicely in these pans, plus they're disposable so you don't have to do tons of cleanup afterward. A tip I would recommend is to double layer with 2 foil pans to make sure there aren't any cuts or leaks that would cause any of the turkey juices to spill out. The first thing I do is to fill the turkey cavity with some apples, onion, and butter. I then like to add some of my herbs and really pack it in there. Another thing I learned from family that makes a big difference is adding some of the butter slices under the turkey skin. This helps add more moisture, it also crisps up the turkey skin, and it adds an amazing buttery flavor to the meat. The final step I like to do is to add the remaining butter and herbs on top of the turkey and also put any remaining apples, onions, and garlic in the bottom of the turkey foil pan. As the turkey cooks, these flavors will also marinate and provide extra flavor for the meat. The final step I did was to sprinkle the turkey with salt and pepper. Now, I set my oven to 350 degrees and put the turkey in to cook for about 4 hours. The general rule I follow is that my turkey should cook for 15 minutes for every pound it weighs. So if you have a 16-pound turkey, like I do, it should cook for at least 4 hours. After 2 hours though, I did take the turkey out of the oven and I recruited my husband to help me baste the turkey with the flavorful juices that had accumulated in the bottom of the foil pan. We did this 2 more times in the next 2 hours to really get the juice all over different parts of the turkey. I even got a little sprayed by some juice on accident, but what's Thanksgiving without a little messiness? And once 4 hours have passed, my turkey is done. At this point, you can confirm the turkey is done by using a meat thermometer, and the meat thermometer is used to check that the internal temperature of the meat is at least 165 degrees. I like this thermometer I got from Amazon since it has a meat temperature guide here, and the thermometer is digital, so you never have to squint and try to read the temperature. Plus, it's foldable, and so when you're done using it, it's easy to clean and easy to store. I'll add a link to the description box. Look at this beautiful turkey that is golden brown and cooked to perfection. Our family enjoyed this so much, and I can't wait to make this again next year or maybe even sooner. That's all for this video, but for more easy recipes, feel free to subscribe and check out this video where I show you how to make homemade oregano oil using fresh herbs from the garden. Bye for now, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your loved ones.